Hello and welcome back to another blind contour drawing. And again, this is part of the series of videos that were corrupted due to my haste. Um, so as you can see, the video is stuck. We actually sped this one up, so it's 14 minutes originally. It is double time that now, so it's 7. And we'll be drawing like an outside grill thing without looking at it. And during this video, I was thinking about something I saw in a YouTube video where someone did two different types of practice. So they did like the blind contour drawing where you don't look at it at all, and then they do another one where you look at it and you draw at the same time. So it's something that maybe in the future I would incorporate, but I think the issue for that and the recording landscape is that it requires an immense it requires two different sheets of paper, and depending on how going forward I'm going to manage my art supplies, whether it be consolidating everything into one art book, which is a binder, or finding a new sketchbook where I do all of it in one, is the key here. Because in the future, obviously, one of my main sketchbook for one, the sketchbook for doing the personal art is essentially finished. There's like two images left in there, and one of them I don't know if I can post onto here due to you know uh, human body, and the other one is an image of Whooper, Godine, and maybe Krabby if I could figure it out, and Quacksquire. And those require a little bit of finessing, and I don't know uh, when those will happen. But that essentially, there's like two images left in that book. There's just two, and that's it. And I have a new sketchbook that I was using prior. I drew some oil pastel stuff in there, and both of those images look really sick. One of my most liked images is also in there, and then some other not so enjoyable images that I've made are in there as well. So that particular book is a candidate for the next step. I do have a basic sketch pad that I bought a while back, so that is also another candidate. And the doodle pad still has pages left, um, but I am slowly thinking about buying newsprint paper and punching holes into it and sticking them inside the binder. And then those three books will be the books that we carry along. But as you can see here, that was some chocolate. I had a Reese's XL bar, which is very interesting. We finished the lines, as you can see here, and we're like coloring them. Usually I do color my blind contour drawings, and only mostly in the video I do that. When I do it at home by myself or whatever, I don't really color them. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because for this purpose, it gives me something to look at it a little bit differently. Like, it makes me have to like turn my brain into um, a different mode, so to speak, right? Like coloring it, and I'm not coloring it based off like what I see on it. I'm coloring it based off of the big objects and how I want them to present. And if like the objects are like, the grouping of what I see on the metal part is like black or green or blue or whatever, I organize it that way, so that way it's visibly cohesive in some way. But a lot of times it comes out pretty like cool looking, and it is giving me some, it gives me some ideas on how to color in the future. But it's not something that I normally do, and not something that I used to do either. It's something that I just developed at the moment that I started doing these videos. So these videos help me unlock that experience. So, I guess thank you. And I would like to take a moment here to say that if you are, new to the channel, or you just like the video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a great deal. I would still keep making the videos regardless, but I think that it would be beneficial to, you know, ask or let people know ways they can offer up support to the channel, and, you know, normal methods, I guess. But as you can see, another corruption here, and I believe this one also, like, there's missing portions, but at the very end of it, you know, everything kind of like evens out. And I do need to invest in some more new crayons. You know, another spoiler from the future, you know, I have these new markers. I did get markers for Christmas, and I do have a box of markers from like before that are, like, you know, kind of old, and I guess like the Crayola markers for the spray machine. And these new markers are mostly just to like experiment, and I learned, you know, some techniques that I wouldn't have thought of on YouTube. I was in the neighborhood to get a typewriter. I wanted to buy a typewriter, and I'm not gonna really get too deep into this because we're, you know, closing in. But and also I was using the orange as like a light. Like, I was using the orange as the light, which I was coloring the parts of the light that I traced to with the orange. But looking into a typewriter, long story short, we're not getting a typewriter anymore. Typewriters are too much of a hassle. I think what I would get instead is a thermal printer and just type on the phone. Get like a keyboard and a little stand for the phone and type on the phone. It won't be the same effect. It won't be the same experience, but it will offer something different. But there we are. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye.